Hi everyone, Archive here, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the Barbarian. Now the Barbarian is a powerful and durable character who excels in melee combat. They also have a number of unique abilities, the most notable one being Rage. This increases their damage output and makes them very difficult to kill in battle. In this video we'll be taking a closer look at the Barbarian class, discussing their abilities, some of their strengths and weaknesses, and offering some tips on how to play them most effectively. So if you're a fan of the Barbarian class or just want to learn more about this exciting powerful class, then stay tuned.
Barkeep, bring me 1 keg of ale. I said keg. Give me one now. Give me it.
The Barbarian's rage is what defines them in battle, and you will often see them running headfirst to the front line. They are fierce and high-tempered warriors who excel in up-close combat, as well as being able to absorb massive amounts of damage. They are strong and brave and let nothing stand in their way. Although they are not as skilled or as disciplined as fighters, they are still able to stand up to the mightiest of enemies. When I think of characters in pop culture that could be the base for your next Barbarian build, you could look at characters such as the Hulk, or even the Greek demigod himself Hercules, or even Kratos from the God of War franchises. At the start of the game, your Barbarian will start with 12 HP plus your Constitution modifier. After each level you gain, you will then roll a 1d12 and add your Constitution modifier, and then add the total to your current hit points. The Barbarian is proficient in light and medium armor, and with shields. For weapons, they are proficient in light and martial weapons. They are also proficient in strength and constitution saving throws. The Barbarian also gets to choose 2 additional proficiencies from the list shown. The Barbarian has a one-track mind, and that's to run headfirst straight into battle. Because of this, the 2 most important ability scores are strength and constitution. Strength is the most important for the Barbarian because it determines their abilities to hit enemies in combat and to deal damage. A high strength score will also allow Barbarians to use their weapons more efficiently. Constitution is also important for a Barbarian as it determines their hit points and their ability to withstand damage. A high Constitution score will help a Barbarian survive longer in combat and allow them to take more punishment. Some other ability scores that can be useful for the Barbarian include Dexterity, as this allows you to improve your armor class and ranged weapon attacks. Wisdom, this allows you to improve perception and your survival skills. And Charisma, this allows you to improve your intimidation and persuasion. Let's move on to what race best suits the Barbarian. Now, in Baldur's Gate 3, the race of a character can have a significant impact on their ability and playstyle. There are a number of different races that can be effective for the Barbarian class. The first 2 races that come to mind are the Half-Orc and the Dragonborn, but unfortunately we do not have access to them as of yet in early access. But it has been confirmed that we'll be getting them later on in the year when the game fully releases. But we're not going to be covering them in this video, but just wanted to mention them so that you had them in mind when the game fully releases. Now there's only one race I like to consider in early access, and that being the Dwarf, but do bear in mind that I am biased as I do love dwarfs and they are my favourite race. Dwarfs are a race of short, stocky humanoids known for their toughness and endurance. In Baldur's Gate 3, the dwarf races have the following abilities. A +2 to Constitution. This bonus to your Constitution makes them more resistant to damage and allows them to have a higher hit points. They also get Dark Vision. This gives them the ability to see in the dark, allowing them to navigate underground and other dark environments with ease. You also get Dwarven Resilience, which grants advantage on saving throws against being poisoned and gives you resistance to poison damage. In addition, dwarves are proficient in the use of battle axes, hand axes, light hammers and war hammers. Also, if you go for the Shield Dwarf subrace, you will get an additional +2 in strength and get proficiency in light and medium armor. Now let's move on to levels 1 through 5, as this is what we can reach in Baldur's Gate 3 at the time of recording. At level 1, the Barbarian gets its class defining ability, this being Rage. This allows them to enter a state of frenzy in combat. Whilst raging, a Barbarian gains increased damage and resistance to damage. This ability can be activated a number of times per day, and the amount of times that a Barbarian can rage increases as they level up. Another feature the Barbarian gets is unarmored defense. A Barbarian's tough physique allows them to deflect blows even when not wearing armor. Whilst not wearing armor, a Barbarian's armor class is equal to 10 plus their dexterity modifier plus their constitution modifier. At level 2, the Barbarian class in Baldur's Gate 3 gets the following abilities. The first one being Reckless Attack. The Barbarian throws caution to the wind and attacks recklessly. When using this ability, a Barbarian can choose to roll their attack rolls with advantage, but if they do, the enemies also gain advantage when attacking the Barbarian, until their next turn. You also get the ability Danger Sense. This gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws against traps and spells and surfaces. At level 3, you get the choice of your subclass, these being the Berserker or Wildheart. The Berserker subclass focuses on increasing the Barbarian's rage and their ability to deal damage. The abilities and features available to the Barbarian who choose the path of the Berserker are as followed. Frenzy Rage, Frenzy Strike, this allows you to make a melee attack with your bonus action, and Enraged Throw, whereas the Wildheart subclass allows you to choose one of the following rage forms. Bearheart, this gives you Unrelenting Ferocity, this allows you to heal 1d8. Eagleheart, this allows you to leap onto a foe below you and deal weapon damage, slashing damage and knocking them prone. Elkheart, this allows you to charge forward attacking all hostile creatures in your way, dealing 1d4 plus 2 bludgeoning damage and knocking the targets prone. Or you can go with Tigerheart, this allows you to lash out to attack up to 3 enemies at once, making them bleed. Or you can go with Wolfheart, each ally within earshot can move an additional 3 meters during your next turn. You also get the spell Speak with Animals. Like with all classes, at level 4 you get the option to either pick a feat or you can opt to go for an ability score improvement. For most classes, the best option is to go for putting 2 points into your main ability point. For the Barbarian, this is Strength. But for the Barbarian, there is actually a good feat, this being Great Weapon Master. This allows you to take a -5 penalty on your next attack roll. If your attack hits, you add 10 damage to your next attack. Level 5 is a powerful point, as this is when you unlock your second attack. You also gain the ability Fast Movement. This allows you to move an additional 10 meters whilst not wearing heavy armor. And there we have it. Thank you for watching my guide on the Barbarian class. And I hope that now you have a better understanding of how to play this powerful and formidable class, whether you're smashing through the ranks with your fierce rage or using your primal magics to devastating effects. The Barbarian is really a force to be reckoned with. And remember, the key to playing a successful Barbarian is to embrace your inner wildness and let your rage flow freely. With practice and determination, you'll be unstoppable on the battlefield in no time. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite class is and why. Thanks for watching and happy adventuring. Bye!